Right now, a real treat for you. I would like for you to meet a very talented and lovely young lady from back home in Tennessee who has taken a short vacation from her appearances in New York and in the East and the Grand Ole Opry in Nashville to come back and visit with us. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss June Carter.
I'm going back to where I come from, where the honeysuckle smells so sweet it darn near makes you sick. I used to think my life was humdrum, but I sure have learned a lesson that is bound to stick. There ain't no use in me pretending this city life just ain't no place for gals like me to end in a going back to where I come from, where the mockingbird is singing in the lilac bush. I used to go down to the station every evening just to watch a Pullman train come a-rolling in. And then one night, that great temptation got the best of me and drove me to a life of sin. I took my hat and $14 and I went through all the trouble of this life that always follows when you're rich and a hunting romance. But my hunting days are over. I can tell you that I met a man in Kansas City, and he winked at me and asked me if I'd like to step around. I said, yeah, that's what I'm here for. So he said he'd take me to the hottest spots in town. He mentioned things he'd have to fix up, so he took my $14, and there must have been a mix-up. He's been gone since Thursday evening, and I got a hunch I'll never see that guy no more when I get old. And I have a grand girl, I'm going to tell her about my romance and then watch her eyes look out. The chances are she won't believe me, so she'll do the same darn thing when she grows up, no doubt. But she can't say I didn't warn her what would happen if she meets up with that city guy that burned him going back to where I come from, where the mockingbird is singing in the lilac bush.
She's going back to where she come from, where the honey from the sweetest honey makes you sick to you to think where life was come from. No matter where it comes to stick, there ain't no use in her pretending. This city's like this open for a gal like her to end in going back to where she come from.
Where I come from, where the mockingbird is singing,
And I do this fucking winging, oh, she's going back to where she come from, yes, sirree.
You know what? We got to get back on another mark here, right there.
There it is.
There it is, right there. Jenny, that was wonderful.
Thank you, Ernie, thank you. It sure is good to see you,
It's
Jim.
good to see. You know, our visits is too far between them.
I know.
You know, the last time you come to see me was on my daytime show.
Yeah, and oh, I sure am sorry too, Ernest.
Sorry for what, honey?
Well, that your daytime show didn't pan out and you've been having to work nights to make ends meet.
Junie, honey, that ain't quite the way of it. You see, the folks here at NBC, they figured if we went on after dark,
Yeah.
well, that there'd be more people at home to watch us. We're doing just fine.
The Fords always was a proud bunch. Never would complain or grumble. Stiffest bunch of upper lips in Tennessee.
Well, June, honey, that's all right. You don't have to worry.
Well, I don't want to hear no more. Your worries is over, Ernest, because old June is here.
Yeah, I know.
And everybody back home kind of chipped in, and I brung you a whole trunk full of stuff to kind of tide you over till you can get back on the daytime show.
What?
Wheel that trunk in here, would you, please?
June, do you mean to tell me that
Thank you.
trunk is full of things for me?
Yeah, it is. Thank you, Hoss. Thank you.
Oh.
I had to holler at Hoss and thank him. Yeah, it's just got all kinds kinds of practical things in here for you and Betty and the youngins.
Well, June.
Hey, listen, it's just full of nice warm boots and socks for you and Betty, and warm sweaters for the young'uns, and warm bathrobes, and, oh, yeah, there's 10 pounds of the best nourishing home-churned sweet butter you ever saw. Just
No.
wait till you see.
Why, Junie,
Yeah,
Junie.
see, down in here.
Well, I guess them warm clothes a little too warm for that butter, wasn't it, June?
It does look kind of messy, don't
Yeah,
it?
well, I'll tell you one thing. I won't have any trouble slipping into them boots. I know that. Well, June, that's awful nice
listen.
of you.
No, I tell you what, Ernie,
What?
you don't have to put up a front no more. Get off that rented coat you've got on.
Rented coat?
Yeah, I brought you one of your very own here.
Well, June,
And it
that's
ain't,
awful nice of you.
ain't hardly got no butter on here at all.
Well, all right, I'll try it on.
Just put it on.
Just for you. I'll put
Yeah,
it on. All
that's
right.
good. Looks good on you, too.
Why, June, that's a nice coat.
That's just wonderful.
Well, I'll declare.
That ain't all, neither. There's some things in here for you from Muley and Surrey Benson.
Muley and Surrey Benson sent something.
Yeah, here for Betty is from Surrey. It's some homemade face powder. It's made out of barley flour and brown sugar.
Brown sugar.
Yeah, and here's a can of spray for the flies.
That's
You'll
what
need
I
that.
figured, yeah. Well,
Yeah.
Betty will love that, I
Yeah.
know.
Sure.
Thank you, sweetheart.
Here is from Muley for you.
I know what that is.
That ain't what that is.
Well, what's
No.
he calling it now?
Well, that's muskrat oil.
Muskrat oil?
Yeah, muskrat
I ain't got
oil.
no muskrat.
Well, you don't use it for muskrats. You use it for the same thing Muley does. Pour it on the same thing he does.
Me and him ain't got the same kind of trouble. Well, it's got directions on it.
Yeah, there's the directions.
Muskrat oil. We use full strength for aftershave lotion. Dilute with water to use in the lamps. Well, I know I appreciate that.
Hey, and listen, I almost forgot. There's a dozen double yolk eggs in here someplace. They said they put them in a real nice safe
Did you bring me some double yolk
Yeah,
eggs?
I wonder where they put them.
Well, where in the world could they have put
They
them,
ought to be
June?
in there someplace. Where did they put them?
June,
Huh?
I think they put them in the pocket of a nice warm jacket.
Oh, good, you found them.
Yeah, I found them, Junie.
Here.
Thank you, Junie. I don't want you to think that I'm ungrateful or anything like that, but I would like for you to know that everything's going fine. We're doing just fine. We was down around the hocks for a while, but we're up a little higher where it's lean now.
Are you doing all right?
Yeah, we are doing fine.
Well, everybody back home will be glad to hear
Well,
that.
you know what I called you out here for, really, when you come to see me, was so we could just sit down and kind of sing some old songs like we used to on the Grand Ole Opry and say a few pieces and things.
Oh, I'd love to do
Would you
that.
like to do that?
Uh-huh.
All
yeah.
right, what are you going to do with that?
Hey, Hoss,
Hoss?
do you mind taking that outside and setting it in the cold so we won't have to pour the butter out of that booth?
Junie, sit down on the stool there.
I just
Give me
stood.
this. The way we used to, remember?
Okay.
You
Like
sure
we
look
used to.
pretty in your
Thank
dress.
you. I know it.
You just...
I can just... Okay, it's all right, ain't it?
Remember that? It's all right, huh? Remember this one?
Yeah, I remember it.
How many biscuits can you eat this morning? How many biscuits can you eat this evening? How many biscuits can you eat? 49 and a ham of meat this morning, this evening, right now. Junie, you remember you used to get up in front of the schoolhouse and say a little piece, you know,
Yeah.
recite?
Uh-huh.
Recite one for us, and I'll play.
All right.
Now, that's the way Junie used to do it. Now, get up there a little further.
All right.
Don't say it too fast.
Okay, now, okay.
Oh, I think
Now, quit gouging me, Ernie.
Well, all right.
I never really get to say it.
All right.
Okay. I went out to milk the old cow one day with my stool and my bucket and my fork full of hay. I flung down my bucket and I flopped on my stool. I said, be still, bossy, you stubborn old fool. Be still now, bossy, quit jumping around. I've been out all night just a-sneaking around. She looked sympathetic with her eyes big and brown and said, just hang on and I'll jump up and down.
How many biscuits can you eat this morning? How many biscuits can you eat this evening? Send in them cards and letters, friends. Send them in. How many biscuits can you eat
49 and a ham of meat
this morning, this evening, right now? I know a little piece once.
All right, you say your piece.
Love is a thing of beauty, and beauty is a blossom. If you want to get your finger bit, you poke it at a possum. How many biscuits can you eat this morning? How many biscuits can you eat this evening? How many biscuits can you eat? 49 and a ham of meat this morning, this evening, right now. You got another?
Yeah. Georgie was a little girl who lived in Tennessee.
Yeah.
She had a ticklish feeling on her ankle and her knee. Upon investigation, she found a chigger in a flea, and they went marching on Georgie.
How many biscuits can you eat this morning? How many biscuits can you eat this evening? How many biscuits can you eat? 49 and a ham of meat this morning, this evening, right now. Jimmy, come back soon. From June Carter, ladies and gentlemen. Wonderful girl.
Hey, everybody come along with me. Time to listen to the man from Tennessee. Pull up a chair, sit down, relax for a while. We know you'll sing.